Please introduce yourself.
My name is Shazia, and I'm the director of Scarsdale Solicitors.
Okay, perfect, Shazia. And like, when did we start working together and when did we reach out? Sorry.
Um, Several months ago.
Okay, perfect. And when we had that initial conversation, we jumped on a meeting. What were your initial thoughts with obviously what we offered and what we do? Like, what were your initial thoughts, if you remember?
So my initial thoughts were a lot of solicitors are using dated practices to market their companies, and unfortunately, those dated practices no longer work if you want to, generate more leads, in today's world.
Hmm.
Um, I had uh, I've had a lot of training in relation to marketing, and when you presented your systems and showed me how you do what you do for your clients,
Hmm.
I knew before instructing you formally that your processes work because I've paid a lot of trainers and got lots of bits of education in relation to trying to improve my services myself.
Hmm. Hmm.
So when you introduced this and you mentioned it, I already knew the system that you'd mentioned because lots of training providers were telling me how to do that for myself, but I wasn't able to do it because as a solicitor, we don't have the time.
Hmm.
We just want to focus on the legal work, billable hours, and get as much traffic through the door. And at the time I instructed you, we weren't doing that.
Right. Okay, I see. And for you, it seems like this is obviously something you've had experience with doing in the past, but what was like the key difference that you noticed in maybe what we offer to what you've been used to or familiar to in the past?
So the detail, the attention to detail, the page is fantastic. It
Hmm.
generates attraction. Um, I see multi-million-pound businesses operating the same sort of funnel system for
Hmm.
their businesses, and it's attracting them leads.
Hmm.
So it was a game changer for me because I know it works. I've seen it work for other businesses, and I wanted to try it in Scarsdale Solicitors.
All right, that's good. That's good. Okay. And I mean, how has it been? Like, what's your honest like thoughts on how the last few months have been?
So my honest thoughts, even though it's a bit difficult while you're online, but
Yeah,
I'm going to be brutally honest because that's our
that's the way
key,
you are.
honest and transparent. Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
It has been fantastic. Within the first 2 weeks of working with you, we've met the ads cost, we met your costs.
Hmm.
Initially, the fact that you tried your system for 4 weeks and allowed us to generate traffic and not charge us for it
Hmm.
was a game changer. So
Hmm.
by giving us that free trial period, we knew that your systems worked.
Hmm. Hmm.
It started generating traffic. As a consequence, there's people ringing me. There's people ringing me now from that initial period asking to see if I can book them a consultation.
Right.
So, it's generated more leads for the business.
Hmm.
And since then, it's generated a lot more leads for the business. So even if people don't wish to take action now,
Hmm.
they've come back and said, like, we don't want to do this now, but we'll do this then. And then when we reached out to them again, they've they've converted, so they want to use our services. And some of the people that have come in, although we're specialists in immigration, crime, and divorce, they've come in through immigration.
Hmm.
They've established that we're doing a divorce as well. So they've opened cases in both areas.
It's really
So
good.
it's not just immigration, it's other areas as well that we've been able to attract leads for.
That's really good. That's really, really good. And when these leads are coming through, because at the end of the day, leads, prospects don't really mean anything if they don't actually turn into paid clients. How have you found like having that initial conversation? How have you found the quality of the prospects that are coming in as well? And how's that been?
So there's been ups and downs. Like there's some leads that no matter who does them, you are going to get some time wasters, and
Hmm.
people are fishing. But that's the type of line of business we're in. People want things for free. And unfortunately, as solicitors, we're not able to offer that unless you're legal aid practitioners.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's been the the time wasters fizzled out really quickly right at the beginning.
Hmm. Hmm.
So so as soon as the campaign went live, it you changed the keywords, and almost immediately we saw a huge change. And then from time wasters to really fantastic quality leads. Like
hmm
one of the leads, he instructed me straight away, and
hmm hmm
it was it was enough to cover all the ads cost and more in the first trial period. So I thought that was a game changer for me.
Yeah, that's really, really good. And obviously, it sounds like you really benefited from the service, but in terms of where we could improve ourselves to offer you an even better service, what kind of spots or what kind of areas would you say we can improve our service?
At the moment, you're doing everything that most wouldn't do.
Right.
So you've already managed my expectations. You're doing more than what anybody would do as a marketer.
hmm
You put in the time, you put in the effort, and you're honest about what you do, which
hmm
is
hmm
what we need. And most solicitors, we just want honest and transparency, and we want people that actually deliver. But
hmm
you've not just delivered, you've over delivered because of the traffic that's come through.
Right, right.
Now, clearly, you can only bring in the leads. It's for me to like close them and me to convert them to clients, pay clients.
hmm
And but the lead quality, the generation of the incoming traffic has been, you know, it's grown from week to week. It's been great.
Yeah, I mean, that's really nice that you said that, but is there anything you'd say that we could look at working on this area, you know?
At the moment, I'll be honest, all the work that you've already done and the time that you've dedicated has been phenomenal.
Mm,
I don't expect that from a marketing company. And the fact that you've given me that time and you've taught me through everything,
hmm
it's helped the business, and it's helped the things that you've given me, the information it's helping me in my day-to-day operations anyway. So I will use the techniques that you've given me
hmm
to if a person walks in like they just did now, and that's the reason why I'm late today.
hmm
Um, I've used the technique that you've helped me create
hmm
on, and I've closed that client. So
hmm hmm
so it's generated a lot more leads. And there's nothing at the moment I can suggest that you can improve on. In fairness,
Right.
like
Okay.
that's not to say that in the future that there might not be something, but for
Yeah.
now you've delivered.
Okay.
I've
Cool.
seen results, and you've covered the ad costs, you've covered your costs, you've covered your ad costs, and that's been consistent. So
Yeah.
I I can't see any rooms that you can improve.
Okay. No, but it is good that we have that open dialogue. Obviously, if something ever comes up, I know that you're not going to be shy to say, Josh, we need to improve this area as well. But that's really good. I mean, before we kind of finish off, any kind of final thoughts or anything like that?
So those of you that are watching this and taking the time to watch me waffle for the last 10 minutes, um, if you're a legal aid practitioner, definitely 100% would use Josh's services, because most of the traffic that come in, they want things for free, and legal aid obviously is if you've got a legal aid contract, you will generate you'll triple your leads in a week, triple
Mm,
or quadruple your leads in a week.
hmm
That goes without saying. In relation to those that are private practices, Josh tailors his services to what the clients need. So if they want to focus on divorce or family, he'll create the right sort of funnel for that type of client. And then he monitors the traffic on a daily basis. He monitors the keywords that are working, that are not working, and other marketers don't. So he filters out a lot of rubbish quite quickly. And I would definitely say those of you that don't know much about marketing, like most lawyers don't, um, try Josh. You'll see within 4 weeks that it is a game changer for your business. And then you yourself would want to instruct him. So definitely try his services, because you are actually getting 4 weeks service free of charge. And it shows that he's committed to what he's doing.